It's a family affair today. Yes, Murrieta Police Department has officers with 2 legs and 4 legs. This is On the Job. Hello, I'm Jane Cameron, and we're going to be showing you a unique event today, and it's a fun event, but it involves officers from the Murrieta Police Department that have 4 legs. Lisa Purcell, you are the chairman of Paws4Law. What is this event all about?
Well, it's a fundraising event. We were founded in 2012 after talking with the police officers and finding they had a need for equipment that they could utilize for training as well as possibly land. So we formed a board that's comprised of local business people in the city of Murrieta as well as residents. And this foundation, Paws4Law Foundation, was formed so that we could start fundraising for the K-9 team to start purchasing the necessary equipment that they were looking for, as well as hopefully someday get them some land so that they can actually do their training here.
Lisa, you are the owner of Pampered Pooch, so you know what the needs are of these canines. They're actually officers of the Murrieta Police Department, right?
They are, absolutely. Absolutely.
And so they're out there helping the 2-legged officers make sure that the community is safe. But why do they need all the land, like you're mentioning, and the training, and why don't they have all these tools that they need in order to do the job?
Well, I can't really speak for the city, but I will say from what I've seen, the department currently goes out of town to train. They do a lot of training in Riverside for specialty training. They train with a lot of other departments. But what I saw is that there are some other cities that have their own training facilities. Fontana is one of them. And it's just really neat. We have a very family-focused city. And it would be neat that the officers had a place that they could train, but also hold events where the dogs could be shown the skills that they've learned.
You mentioned family focus, and that's what this event is all about. I notice there's so many different booths here oriented towards those animals that we consider part of our family. It's a great event today.
We're very excited. We're happy everybody could come. We have 30 vendors today. We've got a dunk tank that has quite a few officers in it, as well as the chief of police will be in that dunk tank today. We have bounce houses for the children. There's great food. We've got Calhoun's barbecue, Poppin' Mama with kettle corn. It's just going to be a great family day.
And then there's actually a demonstration by the K-9 officers and their handlers.
Of course, that's the highlight of our day. We have 2 demonstrations today. They're going to be about an hour in duration each, being able to show all their skills and what they can do. So it'll be a very impressive day.
It must be a great experience for you to be involved with this type of program.
It is. It has been just a wonderful experience. The past 2 years, I have met so many wonderful people, and it's just been really, really great.
And we've got more of those 4-legged officers out on the street to make sure the community is safe.
That's right. Right now we have 5 with the city of Murrieta, and our foundation, our goal is at some point, hopefully we can add to that and help that unit become larger.
Get more dog bones.
Lots of dog bones.
We're with Captain Vrooman of the Murrieta Police Department. Captain Vrooman, this is a great great event.
It is.
But it's so interesting that the Murrieta Police Department has a canine unit and so many canines.
Yeah, a lot of law enforcement agencies have gotten away from canines, but we see it as a force multiplier. You know, there's a lot of things that dogs can do. They have a nose the size of a Volkswagen, so their sense of smell is very acute, and they can find things that officers many times overlook. We have 4 dogs that are exclusively find and bite or find and bark type of dogs. So they are, again, a force multiplier to our officers out in the field.
Why did the Murrieta Police Department start a canine division? Because it is unusual. I know that there are police departments that don't have canines or they don't have many.
Yeah, they don't. They don't have as many as we do, and we just have a kind of a unique sense of because we have, 87 officers, which is a lot fewer than a city our size. Many other departments have, and again, because dogs are a force multiplier, we incorporate them into the department. So we have 4. Like I said, 4 dogs, and they can cover a lot more ground, and we have them on each different shift. So, for most part, we have a dog working every single day of the week and time of the day.
Murrieta Police Department always has a great focus on having a good relationship with the community. And this is an interesting little twist because it's actually the community that is supporting the Murrieta Police Department with the Paws4Law program.
Yes, this Paws4Law program was started about 2 years ago, and it's a totally separate 501c3 nonprofit organization solely based on community support and donations to help fund our canine program. So let's say the dogs need a piece of equipment or we need a new dog. It doesn't come from taxpayer revenue, it actually comes from the community itself. And this is an education piece, an education component here. This event is to show what dogs can do. A lot of people don't understand that, and they may not have the the background and know what dogs can do, and they're very friendly. They just have a job to do, and they can find people hiding. They can find weapons, they can find drugs and other things like that that would lessen the impact of having an officer get injured, or even worse, having something, an officer getting shot.
Budget is always difficult. I know of departments that are always fighting to have more money, and I'm sure Murrieta Police Department would like more police officers. So in the meantime, while you have these canines, why isn't there a budget to support the canine division?
Well, we do have a budget. I mean, it funds the officers, it does fund their training. We do use asset forfeiture money to actually purchase dogs. A typical lifespan of a dog is maybe 6-7 years. It depends. If they have an injury, it could be as soon as maybe 2 to 3 years. But we can't keep tapping a resource that maybe is drying up. So these type of events and the fundraisers, it gets the community in partnership with the police department, and there's so many pet lovers here in this community and so many supporters of the police, and we just see it as a natural fit for our department.
So the canine officers and their dogs are just giving a great show. I'm sure there are a lot of people here that, like you said, have no idea what these dogs are used for.
Yeah, they don't. And even away from their time at work, the dogs get so excited and they're so motivated to come to work with the officers, but they live with the officers at their homes. And so they are part of the family. They're a family pet at home. And then when it's time to go to work, just like the officer, they get in the car and they're just motivated because to them this is a game. This is a game of hide and go seek. Anytime that they're called for duty, they're ready and willing. And they do tire out after maybe a couple hours of searching or something like that. But that's why we have so many, and we work in great partnership with the Sheriff's Department, who basically surrounds us, and they have just as many dogs as we have in Murrieta at their outlying station. So many times, through mutual aid, they assist us, we assist them. And in addition to the 4 dogs, the find and bark, find and bite type of dogs that we also have a bloodhound here as well too. That is exclusive to finding, almost like a search and rescue. We found lost children. We found lost walkaway adults, maybe with Alzheimer's patients, that have walked away from their family home and they can't be found. And so with that tracking dog, a very unique sense. It's one of maybe less than a handful here in the county, and we've used our bloodhound Maddie and the handler officer shows for many type of search and rescue type of events and situations.
I think our community is very safe. We have the Murrieta police officers watching it, and we have the Murrieta canine units that are also taking care of the community.
Well, I think we live truly in a very blessed community. We have unique community support. We have such an outstanding police department. We have officers that care, many of which live here in the community. And the canines, we believe in our canine program. We really do. And it's something that shows. And this type of event really shows the partnership that we have with the community and the support that we have here. And we're very blessed with that.
What does the dog do that's a little bit different than what a SWAT team member can do?
Well, the dog, obviously, their sense of smell is going to be way greater than a human's would be. So the dog can search out into the rooms ahead of us and allow us notification of when, say, he smells a suspect through a door. A normal person would not be able to know that a bad guy is in there. So the dog's going to alert on that door, and that gives his canine handler notice that somebody's in there, prepares a SWAT team for an entry and the possibility that a bad guy is in that room. Brave dog goes in and does what he does.
Just like humans, dogs get sick. And when dogs get sick, they need to go to a hospital like the kind that you have, Carrie.
Yes. We have been around for about 18 years and served the community for a very long time. And we take care of these canines. They're wonderful dogs, and anything that happens to them, they're coming to us, and we take care of these guys.
Is there anything in particular that the police canines have issues with that maybe regular family pets don't?
Not too much, they keep pretty good care of them, and we keep a good treatment plan going for them to where they're annually getting their vaccines, they're getting their checkups, blood work done, all that. So we keep a pretty good eye on them. I would say most of it's on the job injuries, maybe limping and all that, but again, nothing that we can't fix for them.
Now, it's interesting that you're in this type of a position. You see people that bring in their animals routinely. When the officers bring in their canines, is it just a canine that works with them, or have they been adopted to their family?
It's pretty much adoption to the family. Yeah, these guys they're not only a team, they are part of the family. They live with these guys, they breathe with them, they eat with them, so definitely. And they come first. When they come walking in the door, they know to go straight to the back. So that's just what they do.
It must be pretty rewarding for your facility to be able to support the canines for the Murrieta Police Department.
Very rewarding, especially when we see something like this, the outcome of what these guys do and what they're all about. Know that we can be part of it as well.
There are a lot of interesting booths here, including this one, Paws for Cure. Tell me a little bit about this, Trina.
Well, the Paws for a Cure is kind of like Race for a Cure, but it's with your dogs. So you can come on March 1st of 2014, bring your dogs to the Murrieta Park, and donations for breast cancer awareness, and have fun with your pets at the same time.
Stephanie, do you care what kind of animals are brought? I mean, could they bring anything besides dogs?
I believe they could bring anything, but I think it's pretty much dogs who get along with other dogs.
Why did you decide to marry the two types of events together?
I'm going to let our host Rita here answer that.
Well, it's really not the same. The Race for the Cure is really people, and the Paws for the Cure is for people to bring their dogs and have a blast. There's little races, and there's dress alike, or what do you call it, look-alike, so they dress the dog up, and whoever gets the best costume wins a prize. It's entertainment. Then they walk the dogs around the park.
We all want to help out where we can, so including the dogs in this is just one more way to reach out to people in a different way to help them support breast cancer awareness.
Stephanie, one more time, where and when?
It's on March 1st at the Murrieta Town Square in Murrieta off Jefferson and Calmia.
We're with Kobe Webb, who's the CEO of Find 'em. Find what?
What we do is we have a kit for families to be able to store their loved one's scent. It could be a child or an adult, anybody's scent. So if they ever become missing, the bloodhound has a better chance of tracking them. So what we do is we provide you all the tools, instructions, the bag, show you how to collect the scent on a DVD, and you stick it in your freezer, and it's good for 1 year.
Wow, that's great. You mentioned the bloodhounds, and you have a bloodhound here. You know, you always see the bloodhounds being used when they're tracking. Is their ability to track that much greater than other dogs?
What we found is the bloodhound is bred for man tracking, and they have the longer ears, the larger olfactory, and they're bred to do that. So they're in the urban environment or long distance distractions. They tend to avoid all that and focus solely on that one track. And that's their job, is to scent discriminate, find that one person's scent and locate them. And that's why the Find 'em scent kit was important, because like right now our scent is intermingling. And if one of us ended up walking away missing right now, I would not have a scent item of just you. It's already contaminated from everybody else walking around. So we want parents to be, or if they're a caregiver, anybody, to have the kit so we could start the dog right away.
Well, how important is the scent? I mean, it can't go for very long, can it?
It actually can. We do have finds. I have a particular find that's 8.5 miles long, and I went right, and it was deceased person, but I went right to the body, and it was an older track.
That's crazy. So the scent really does make a difference when you're looking for somebody.
It absolutely does. If we have a contaminated scent item, the dog doesn't know who to track, so we're starting at a hurdle right off the bat, and we don't have time, especially if it's like a missing child or autistic child eloping or an autism person. Time is of the essence, and we have to find them now. We can't be trying to find a scent item.
I noticed that your website is findemscentkit.com. So you can go to the website and get the tool or the set right there?
Yes, you can. Right there off the website. Go ahead and order one. And also our phone number is there on the website, where even if you have questions, anything, we're there because we just want to help the community. We're already forming our nonprofit. We're just there where we want to get the kits out to be able to locate people.
This is really on the job. Captain Vrooman, this is an unusual assignment for you.
Yes, it is. I volunteered for the dunk tank here for the Paws4Laws here in Murrieta this morning.
Your uniform is not as crisp as I expect it to be.
No, a little wet. I've already gone in twice, and I expect I'm going to be going in here shortly as soon as someone throws a ball right on the target here.
You know, so I'm taking the run. Go ahead, go ahead.
Anytime. It'll be a surprise to me.
How's the water?
You know what? It's actually pretty good. Sun's warming it up. I'm pretty warm here myself, and it's actually refreshing, cool and refreshing going in the water.
Who gets our sergeant sponsorship? So come on up, please.
I met Lisa about a year ago, and she introduced me to the Paws4Law program. I came out last year, and I talked it up a little bit with our homeowners, and our homeowners absolutely love supporting anything that makes things safer for our officers and all of the good residents of Murrieta. So we just, it's our privilege to do this.
Thank you very much, and on behalf of your support, please accept our appreciation sponsorship, or our sponsorship award. Thank you. Next up, corporal sponsorship. This is VCA Cal Oaks Animal Hospital. Please come on over. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and I'd like to also thank Lisa. I know this is a great event. I'm proud of how well it's been going, and also to support the Murrieta PD. We do take care of the pets, and I'm not sure where Officer went about the hot hamburger afterwards, but no, they do a great job, and again, Lisa, thanks for all your help too.
Thank you, and again, in support of our event, please accept our award of appreciation. Nice. Now we've got a couple of other awards. Folks aren't here, but we do want to acknowledge them. The Shootist, who is on our banner, they've got a corporal award. Stromso Insurance in the valley here, very well-known insurance company. Please go see them. California Jewelry and Coin. Who else do we have? That's it. So again, thank everyone for coming out. We had a blast. Please stick around. There's another demonstration coming up. Get some barbecue, go dunk the chief, and then spend some money with our vendors. Thank you very much.